Hey, Ryland here at the Vic Shop. I think it's been a while since I've led you guys around the shop. I've been trying to clear out winter projects all spring, and now that we're into summer, I'm finally getting through some stuff so I can walk my way around and film it and show you folks and not get any angry phone calls about, hey, I saw my bike, why isn't it done yet? So, so having said that, let's take a spin around, see what I'm working on. Ooh, so right off the bat, I was dynoing this bike. It's a customer did his own cam job, a local guy, and put a Power Commander 5 on there, and so I tuned it up for him. That was today's project, which I started early because it's about 98 degrees right now outside, and you want to take care of this stuff in the early morning when it's still cool. So I got a whole shop full of bikes here, and right off the bat is this finished one. This cross country is another local gentleman, and we had it in for repair. There was something going on with the brakes, and so while I did the repair, I just did some service and stuff to it, and that's been my latest thing, is that I'm not doing a lot of routine service anymore. I'm sending that off, and I'm just sticking to repairs and performance, and so we'll leave the simple stuff to the dealer or the other shops. Here's the next one we got in line. This one, man, what a sad story. This guy bought, this is his second victory, I believe, and he bought it because it was a clean and new 2017 model, and this was going to be a nice, reliable bike for him. And then he brought it down for us to do the cam job and stuff, and then turns out someone had done the cams, and they'd done it poorly, and it had a bunch of issues, and so we sorted out the issues over the winter, some of them anyway, and started riding it, and then the freaking clutch goes out. And that's sometimes the problem with a used bike that's so low miles, is that sometimes it's gonna have lot rot, and in this case the clutch plates are all covered in rust just from sitting. And so what was supposed to be a nice reliable bike has turned into kind of project. So yeah, that's too bad. This one here is that basket case that came in recently. I posted something about it the other day. It's got some interesting graphic wrap on it. So this one had a shattered transmission, and it was just too far gone, and we just ordered an eBay used engine, and while it's apart, we're going to go ahead and do big bore to it and give it a 117-inch big bore. So the engine just got here off of eBay for this one, and I'll be building it ASAP here. That should be a fun one. Yeah, and I got an Indian too. I work on Indians, and this is actually a big bore 116 that I built years ago, and the owner wanted to do some clutch work to it, so we're putting a recluse clutch in there, and then he'll be rolling. And again, this cross country is next on the docket. I just wheeled it up here. He's had that dreaded issue with the 08 to 11 models where it pops out of second gear and sometimes pops out of sixth gear as well. And so I've got a solution where we send off the transmission and get the dogs on the gears back cut out with a dovetail, and so this one will get that treatment, and then of course rebuild everything while we're in there and all the typical service and whatnot. So get him rocking again. This is that cross country that's got 160,000 some on it that I was showing you last week, that has the wire harness problem, and the harness just showed up at my supplier, and I'm gonna go get it here in the next couple days and finish this project off and get it back to its home. This is another one that got an eBay engine because the other one was just too far gone. And then here's another sad story, man. This same thing, guy buys a bike, thinks it's gonna be this low mileage clean thing, and then someone's gone in and modified it and screwed it up. And in this case, the front head was leaking oil and compression because they forgot to torque it down. And so our poor customer rode this sucker back from like Indiana or something with it blowing compression and oil the whole way. And so it's been here all winter waiting to get a head gasket and then a slew of other things just to get it ready for the road. Almost done with that one. Here's a common project recently. Rebuild my 100,000 mile plus Victory because I can't find anything else that I like. This guy's got several Victories, or this is not his first Victory. And he wanted a anniversary, the 10th anniversary vision, and didn't bother him at all that it had 110,000 miles on the clock, and because he knew he was just going to buy it and have it shipped straight to me, where we do kind of a minor restoration to it and get it ready for another 100,000. In this case, rebuild the suspension front and rear. It's going to get a cam job, just a bunch of routine stuff that I'd see at 100,000, and yeah, get it back rocking and rolling again. It's actually in really good shape for the miles. So, you know, I've been cleaning out enough projects that I got room for a couple of my personal bikes. The supercharger bike still in a million pieces. Time and money, time and money. And there's my personal vision. I'm always tinkering with my personal vision. And then, of course, there's another bike in line. This one's getting some transmission work as well. So, never a dull moment. Always something going on. Always some new project. So, glad you guys checked it out. Enjoy. We'll talk to you next time.